The information shared on this podcast is not the substitute for professional advice. Always consult with qualified professionals before making any decision related to your health, legal matters, or any topics discussed on this show. You are solely responsible for your own actions and decisions, including compliance with all applicable laws such as the 2018 Farm Bill and any relevant state regulations. This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only.
Yes, sir. That's where I'm from. Oh, yeah, we still got it. Y'all thought we left it at home on the wood.
Hey, man, we came all the way here to Cali, bring the woods out here for y'all.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Right here at your very own, man. You know, we've been rocking with Med-Vets, man, you know, Skunk Train. It's 420, man. Y'all celebrate, man. It's the pre-roll right here in the woods, man. It's your boy Bando Mac.
Hey, and you already know who it is. You know what it is. It's your host, your dog, the big man, Bando Boy Jimmy. And we out here in the woods, baby. We doing something serious for y'all, bro. We got some VIP access. Ain't that
VIP,
right,
man. This is the VIP podcast, man. The one and only, man. You only gonna find this here in Fort Bragg with the Med-Vets.
Yes, sir.
Only on 420, man. You know what I'm saying?
One time out of the year, they let y'all smoke on the train, baby. And we gonna be on that thing.
Have it hit 12 yet? 11:26. We almost close to it.
Yeah, we almost close to the time, baby. 420. We gonna find that good shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. And we ain't got to do no pre-rolling. We coming in with the who? The Holy Rollers.
Oh, yeah. We already pre-rolled, man.
Big shout out to Hash Engineers. Ain't that right?
Oh, yeah. Hash Engineers, man. Y'all don't hear that term often. It's a hash engineer. I mean, they putting that work in, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They got us lit, man. The Holy Rollers. What you got over there, man?
So I'm with the Holy Rollers, man. I got this hash hole. This is 2 grams of that OTT with a 0.5 G of that key lime Masai rising down the middle.
Man, I got 2 grams OG times a 0.5 gram of that key lime Masai.
That key lime Masai. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So this is the pre-roll, man, but we ain't got to roll up. We got some pre-rolls. So,
pop the
you know
top.
what I'm saying? Hey, this exclusive. Oh, shit. Look at that.
Look at this shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with that.
Hey.
That bitch got the glass tips.
Yes,
and these
sir.
ain't no little skinny pimps neither, man.
Hey, man. You think we ought to give him a little brief rundown on him, let the man from Hash Engineers pop on and tell him what we smoking on, and then we get back to it.
Shit, I mean, we can, yo. Let's throw you threw at me fast real quick now. We just got
taking you fast.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look at that shit.
But no, hey, that's what we gonna do, man. We finna use this episode to, you know, bring on a lot of the growers, man. A lot of people behind brands that's out here. You know what I'm saying? And let them tell their story and, you know, show off a few of their products and shit like that. So, right here in the woods.
Community love, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Today one of them days, man.
Them folks got the boys out here, man. They showing straight love. That shit look fire.
But, see what I'm saying, folks? Let's see. All right, what AT at? Because,
AT. Hey, Reed.
Because you can't just throw them in the interview and they ain't ready or they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They out there in the middle doing some shit.
Hey. Go find AT, man.
Yeah. But as y'all see, man, it's in the woods, man.
Hey,
keep this shit rolling.
Straight raw, uncut, in the woods with them boys.
Yes, sir.
We in the bando.
Mm-hmm. Feel good, man.
They do. I'm feeling great.
Nice plants on the table and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
We rocking up bando boy gear. Shout out, man. Shout out AT.
Oh, yeah.
She came through.
Man, she creative director / I don't know what else you want to throw on it, but she getting the job done. I see.
Keep our ass in check.
Yeah, keep our ass in check. Don't scare her.
Hey, man, it take a team, man. Like they say, it take a village to raise a child. It actually takes a team, a real team to run the bando. It ain't just me. It ain't just Mac, man. We got people everywhere, bro, and they take good care of us.
Yes, sir. They do, man. Take care of your people. Show love to your people, man. They gonna do the same, man.
It's a family thing. Family vibes. Oh.
Gotta be a part of the bigger picture. That's all.
Yes, sir. Make this shit happen. We gonna fire up, Mac? What we gonna do, man?
Let's fire it up, man. You know, doing the pre-roll, like I said, we normally roll up, but today we got these pre-rolls done. And I guess we'll take a little time to do a few shout-outs, man.
Oh, yeah.
Since we're doing community love. Big shout-out to Big Jake, man.
Oh, yeah.
For letting us, do this here, man, and everything, and come celebrate 420 in his area, man, and in his home, and in his kingdom that he's building. So, shit, yeah.
Yes, sir. Big shout out to Jake, man. The Med-Vets, man. Hey, you let us come all the way from Mississippi to come out here to your establishment. Shout out to Coco's Candy Shop.
Oh yeah.
Hey man.
And see, y'all gotta understand, it's bigger. It's beyond the plant. It's way beyond the plant.
Yeah.
Like the Coco's Candy Shop, y'all gotta realize that that's a major initiative for the youth to learn about business, how to do startup, just how to even run a business and stuff like that. So that that moves the margin. That takes this shit ahead of the game, man.
It's giving kids that's less fortunate situations and putting them into a situation where they can succeed. Giving them the opportunity to learn and know how to run and operate a business from 6th grade up to 12.
Oh yeah.
So, hey man, dude is real deal doing some real good stuff in the community, giving these kids what a lot of people take away from them, and that's hope, man. Right. Hope go a long ways in life, man. A lot of folks don't understand that little hope that you feel that like you've done something, you've accomplished something in life, that feeling of, that uplifting feeling of knowing that, hey, I can actually do this. That shit goes a long ways and it helps those kids, man. The smile that I saw with that young lady's face tonight, man.
This how real it is. Y'all hear Jake in the background now.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Check him out, man. He back there.
And Skunk Works. You also see this man over here has vegetables. The Soldier Seed Station donates not only free cannabis medicine, not only free hemp medicine, but we also donate free food medicine.
Yes, sir.
We make sure that we're putting this out and getting into people's lives, into these farms, into these medical gardens. This was a piece of work, and so these are the strains MedVets will be releasing, but we're releasing them to the farms that you'll meet over the course of the time you're here. They're going into special places with special families, and we're going to test it, and we're going to find out how they're killing cancer, what's going on, and continue on a pheno hunt. This whole time you guys are up here, this is a pheno hunt. You don't get better genetics. All that stuff, you go out there, you go to the shows, you go through, you spend all these dollars hopping on planes, going, looking, hoping. The beans don't pop, this don't happen, you got no one to go back to. There's no authenticity. I brought my breeders to the table. They sit amongst you. So these genetics here, right here, are top of the line, and they're base genetics. They're not what has been backbred and inbred and backbred and inbred. This is the stuff that is going to give you a base to hunt from. You want to do a real pheno hunt, come do it. So tomorrow, as we're going through, like I said, we're putting reserves on all this. I got
talk to him.
This stuff right here that you guys want to get at, come talk about it, figure it out, bring that home. It's going to be amazing. We're also going to have a whole pheno hunt going on out there tomorrow at the Soldier Seed Station as we pull it on the train. So as we pull it on the train, you're going to see everybody out there. They're going to have these posters. This money we raise allowed us to turn around and collectively, I say I gave away, let me be really honest. I don't do shit. I do it with the cooperation and the harmony of others. But we gave away $1 million in free cannabis last year. We have been working with St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We have been working with Duke University Hospital. And with that, we have 4 young ladies for the last 3 years that have been in remission from brain cancer. And their tumors are completely shrunk and gone. When the moms were told to go home and die, tell their kid to get well and just be okay for what you've got. They call it palliative care. They got a hold of one of our medical gardens. They started down a journey, and we've got the documentation to prove it. So MedVets, we, and in this case I, and my team will be going to Washington, D.C. on June 23rd through the 27th, and we'll be meeting with Robert Kennedy's team talking about medical agriculture, both cannabis and food. So when you guys get the chance here, come look and ask. This black sheep stuff, don't ask me. Before you put your number down, go ask him. He knows way more shit than I know.
That's black sheep right there.
Right there.
That's black sheep.
Don't ask me.
Big shout out, Black Sheep in the house.
Be ready for the rabbit hole he's going to take you down when you realize how much you don't quite yet understand. As you go through, all my people, this is open source. You know, everybody plays hide and go seek with other people. Oh my God, I got a guy. I don't give a shit. We out here as a team, as a troop, we're changing. We're going to be changing in Mississippi with the Bando boys.
That's right.
Y'all know what it is, man. Oh, yeah.
You know, we doing this thing. And so I want you guys to really take a moment, come look at all these auction items, take a look at what's here, and at least familiarize yourself so you can meet that farmer, come learn about him, learn about his family, learn about his passion and why this goes. But you guys are amongst royalty. And I'm blessed to have you as a part of the family and the team here. So come check it out, and God bless.
Hey, appreciate you, Big Jake. Appreciate you. You heard it right there from the man himself, Big Jake, the man on the mountain.
Yes, sir.
The man that owned the candy shop, the man that owned the Great Well, the man
Coco's
that
Candy.
owned the captain's quarters,
Medvets.
the only
Captain
bud and
Quarters.
breakfast.
Yes, sir. Bud and breakfast.
Bud and breakfast.
All right, so
There you
you know what
go.
I'm saying? I guess we got our first interview that's ready to roll. And so I'm gonna probably hop up out the seat and let my man Bando Jimmy go ahead and take on the very first interview of our very own Big Jake with Medvets, man.
Yes, sir. Come on, Big Jake. Let's go, my brother.
Oh, did me? Oh, look at that. I found your pass. Look at that. There you go. Did somebody pass? Ain't mine. Take your headphones. Oh, I got a headphone? Oh, shit, I got my other headphones. I come equipped. Oh, I'm glad I did that because I found my wife's medicine right there.
Yes, sir. We're going to get, you got a script?
Yeah. No, this is her.
That's her medicine right
This is
there?
her medicine for seizures.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the RSO?
Yeah, well, this isn't an RSO. This is actually coming from Soham Royal.
Soham Royal?
Yeah. Sean and his family make this formulation, and they made it for their daughter who had epilepsy, who just recently came back, and all her epilepsy, all the scans are clear.
Oh, man.
Came back clear.
Yeah,
Everything. From taking the medication that they make.
That exact one right there.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
that's what you call real medication, real curing. Working with the herb, working with nature to bring people what you're supposed to get, medicine, and not the stuff that they pumping you in these hospitals, man. That's the drugs, that's the dope that they're giving us. Free to plant, free to people, and give people what they need to survive out here in this poison world, what they putting us in. You know, they're talking about pollution. They're the ones polluting the people. We're the ones that are trying to give them back their lives, you know.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Jake, man, tell us, let the people know everything about you, man, and tell them about Medvets and everything that's going on here too, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
Well,
like to hear straight from the man, bro.
Yes, sir.
perfect. So MedVets is a nonprofit. We do veteran wellness and youth empowerment programs.
Yes, sir.
And there's a lot packed into that statement. There's a lot that goes into that statement of stuff that we get to do, and we're really diverse in it. But right now we're coming in and we're talking about plant medicine.
All right.
And so as we talk about plant medicine side of all this, you want me to have the mic right there?
There you go. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So as we talk about the plant medicine side of all this, right, and we start getting into it, one of the first things I started noticing was that there was all this poison they were putting into the soil. They're spraying the plants with all this poison, and they're like, "Oh, look at, I got medicine," and then they're packing it up, and they're using fake nutrients, and it looks good, but it's like that guy at the gym that takes steroids, right?
Fake muscle.
It's that fake.
Fake
It's that
muscle.
fake. He ain't thick. You hit him. He ain't there.
Hey, juiced up.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. They putting them juices on. They ain't going that natural. They ain't going through that struggle and getting that grind and going through the rain and the storm.
Go do some push-ups, homie.
Yeah.
You know when you get a hold of something, you know what I mean? You know when you get a hold of something, you're like, okay, that's there.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what you're doing with a lot of this cannabis. You ever go to roll a joint and it's like dust?
Yeah, break down and
That's
dust
because of the petroleum salt fertilizers they're using while they're cultivating.
Right.
So you turn around and you're... Go ahead.
All right, I'm listening.
No. So you turn around and I started learning about stuff, and as I was on this journey, I came across living soil.
Okay.
And living soil is biocomplete. Everything is working in harmony and doing this to such a degree that pesticides can't live in it. So I'm going to give you an example. If you were to grow a tomato, right, and you're to grow it in living soil versus growing it in conventional ag,
Right.
and you took that tomato and you threw it in a bag and you put it in the closet and you took off on vacation for a month.
Right.
Okay.
You come back, one tomato's going to be rotten. One tomato's going to be dehydrated. And that's because it's too biocomplete. It's too structurally correct to break down, so it can't do it. Pesticides don't want to eat it because it's not food no more. They don't recognize it that way, so it's turning around. God's going to do what he's going to do. If you fake, You build up. I don't care if you're human or a plant. You fake. You're gonna build up so much. A guy's gonna be like, shit, you're gonna get harvested. We're gonna have to melt you back to the ground, son. Start over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then the process.
And so
use you for fertilizer for the next upcoming.
And what happens a lot with the food is the food doesn't know no better. It's a chelator of the earth naturally. So it's reaching down for the natural elements that it should be doing. Now, if it don't hit it, it's going to go to the next element on the periodic table and grab it. Lead, arsenic, all sorts of stuff it's going to pull up into it. So y'all remember when there was a baby food shortage?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was because some wise guy sent in his baby food the same place he sent in his cannabis and then posted the results out there. And they're like, oh, shit. You know how they fixed the baby food shortage?
They changed the testing facility.
They turned around and they said, you know what? We will raise the allowable levels of lead and mercury.
Got your hash hole there.
They'll raise the levels on it right there.
No, that's what that is.
I know. This is a shout out to Holy Rollers. And the hash engineer over here with us, with Harrison and these boys, they're just putting it down.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. And nice, too. Like that. It's not too heavy. You know, some of them glass tips you get are just too heavy. They break the paper.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, they don't fuck it up. They get a little reinforcement.
Nice smoke too, man. They got some real good rosin in there and flour.
Everybody that we are a part of are doing it right.
Right.
We ain't cutting corners.
Right.
So y'all, as we're walking into this is just the beginning. We're on day one. We about to have day two. You ain't even rocked with me yet.
We getting on that
train. We ain't even rode the train yet. Shoot. Like you know, we're the first people to ever take over a federal utility and throw a cannabis event.
And throw it in it. Yeah, there you go.
That's exactly right.
But when you're doing it for the right reasons and everybody's about it, then everybody's about it. So we get to get things done.
That shit crazy. Still thinking about how baby milk end up interfering or getting messed up from testing at cannabis facilities, though.
Yeah. Well, it's just a lab, not a facility.
Not a facility, at a lab that tests cannabis.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's interesting is as you start going down that rabbit hole, you start learning. My wife has a saying, once you know something, you can't not know it.
Right, you can't unlearn it.
You can't unlearn that shit. And now it's the truth. Now you're just ignoring it, but you can't not know it no more.
You know it is always gonna eat at you in the back of your brain.
Yep. Yeah. So, you know, this journey that we've been on, this journey of getting this stuff done and working and reaching out to these farms. Mm-hmm. These are MedVet medical gardens that you're plugging into. I'm aligning them. It's kind of what I was talking about with you with Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Let's teach these kids to grow soil first, right? Whatever else you're going to grow outside of that, we can get to that point. It's agriculture. It's all medical agriculture. If I'm giving you good food, it's medical agriculture.
Right. Tell them about the regenerative farming.
Oh, regenerative farming is epic because you're not monocropping. You there are companion planting farms that do so well that they're paying upward of $1,000 for a strawberry in Japan for a single berry, bro.
Good Lord, have mercy.
Right? These people think they're paying connoisseur levels over here. Shit, they make McDonald's. They don't know what $1,000 for a berry. $800 for a bushel of grapes, homie. No bullshit.
How much for what now? For some grapes?
A bushel of grapes,
$800 for a bushel of grapes if you growing organic.
Now, in a certain way, it's not. Now, mind you, it's not just if you grew organic. It's a special way in a special environment, grown in a way that makes it in such a way that when you experience that berry, it like your ass ain't never had a strawberry.
Well, you say it's medicinal, so in a way, like with a grape. Like if I eat grapes for antioxidants or something
resveratrol, if you start thinking it on that tip, and they're like, oh man, I want to stay young forever. Like, you know what I mean? Now what do you pay for the medicine?
Because the kitchen is the pharmacy.
True.
So
it is.
If you're gonna eat
what you put in your temple is what you're gonna get out. You know, you putting poison in your body, you're gonna get a messed up temple.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And so, you know, when we look at this, you know, I talk about it. You're here. You got to see stuff firsthand. You got to see that we're empowering the youth. We got this candy shop that was a bar. Then we ripped out the beer and wine, turned it into a freeze-dried candy shop and a soda bar, right? Mm-hmm. teaching kids from 6th to 12th grade how to set life goals, start their own companies. Down in Yuba County, in Marysville, we got a motorsports school, and we're teaching kids from 16 to 25 build race cars from the ground up, and all the careers are coming outdoor motorsports.
You're giving them a trade. You're giving them something that they can stand on.
They all got to look. I tell all the veterans I help that I'm repurposing government equipment to help me with the children our elders. I tell our elders, don't die with that information. Don't be selfish. Like, come out. The kids ain't compete with you. Come teach them. We're supposed to come to them. Right. That's our generation. As grown men, that's our generation where we get to stand up. We get to choose. Are we a worm or are we a man? And so at the end of the day, if you're a good dude and you around, then great. God bless you.
Right.
So your process for the kids that you take under your wings, like what qualify these kids out in the community for to be coming to the MedVid program?
Well, they show up in the front and they usually try to hustle me. They usually try to hustle me for something for free, right? They try to show up at the bar. And so for like a year and a half, I've kind of been delved off. I've been running all my programs, but I've been hiding over here at this candy shop working on this project with the kids. Y'all got to see Dillinger.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all got to meet Dillinger today. Like,
Dillinger's doing her thing, man.
Right. So, you know, and then we turn around and it's like they show up. They like matriculate to this candy shop in this town. And then every so often they'll come through and they'll bump across me. Like, kids will come in for a little bit. They don't want to hear my mouth neither. You think they want to hear me get loud mouth with them? They're like, fuck you.
Yeah,
right?
True,
fuck
true.
you, bud. Like, running your, flapping your, right. They ain't trying to hear my shit at first either.
Last thing they want is somebody getting on them all the time.
Right.
They want somebody to show them shit. Right.
Yeah. So, you know, when you turn around and you look at this, it's like these kids naturally matriculate in your town. You got to have something that's the attractor.
Right.
The motorsports is an attractor to the kid to do something. Being a chef is an attractor to do something. It's like, what are you going to do? I tell all the kids, listen, number one rule, don't fucking die. Okay?
Facts.
Number one rule, don't fucking die.
Stay alive.
Rule number one, stay alive, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So then from there, everything's opportunity. Right? You just got to look at it like that. And so with the kids, then it's like, okay, what do you want to be when you grow up? What are you going to do? Listen, you're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to pay bills. The job might as well not suck. Like, nobody wants to work a shitty job.
Right.
They just don't. So
that's very true.
You're only gonna last so long. Otherwise, you're out of there after that.
But man, I can't lie. And what I see you doing, I mean, the two times we've been out here, and seeing how that young lady Dillinger is running this operation that you have going on here, that's mad crazy. And that smile that she had on her face tonight, coming out that kitchen, working and being on hands-on with that chef and getting everything prepared, man, that's like that girl won a lottery.
This high-end stuff too now.
Yes.
Don't y'all get it twisted.
Don't
High-end food. When y'all see the videos, y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's wild about it? So I'm gonna let you all in on something I ain't let really the world in on, okay?
Okay. It's exclusive right here in the woods, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all coming here behind the scenes, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been working on a project with a group of people to create a prep school that interfaces with the school system in Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to take over the school. I don't want a new school. I don't want to be nothing new.
Right. Yeah.
I want to interface with the existing infrastructure, right?
Smart.
And then we turn it into a prep school.
Right.
And my boy down here in Arizona, their prep school has put 8 kids in the NBA.
Yeah, wow. There you go, right there.
But now let's talk about prep.
That's a resume.
That's prep, right? What do? They exercise. They do this. They're working it all out. They're prepping. They prep it, right? They're doing everything they got to do. They basketball. They got no time for no bullshit, no time for nothing, which is great because you all kids don't have no time.
Exactly.
Right? You get busy. So then we turn around and with that going on, you're like, okay, bam, you're busy. Now all of a sudden you got a chance to get to NBA. Maybe y'all ain't gonna do it. So Coach Mo over in Arizona with Skyline Prep and all this other group over there, right? He says, what are you going to do when the ball starts bouncing?
The ball is in your court now.
8 people made it to NBA. How many didn't?
Right.
And what career did they need to get to? So we look at everything as a prep. Chef prep. We look at it's called life prep. So MedVets, the infrastructure we've created, we're calling life prep.
Right.
Okay.
And so media. How do you do this? How do you do this? Look at this.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it looks cute. Everybody knows this. I don't know what it takes to put this together and run this and go edit. Like, what do you got to do?
That's like us sitting behind this camera, man. Yeah, we got the knowledge up here, and we're doing our thing, talking and stuff like that. But hey, what's behind the camera.
Right.
Big shout out to Bando Gadget.
Yes, sir.
Who too?
Big shout out to Bando Gadget, man.
Yes, sir. That's the man behind the camera.
Hey, dude. Hey, by the way, Bando Gadget, I got you a sticker. I got a sticker for you, sir.
Sticker.
So
we love stickers.
Yeah.
Those slaps, bro. That's slaps. Yes, sir.
The laptop cover gets full.
Slap, for sure. So, yeah, you got to do it. I'll turn down the microphone. I spend a lot of time alone.
Oh, do you, man? This is for you, man. Enjoy yourself, man.
So, this life prep is about exactly that. Let's import talent. Chef Luke came from all the way down in Hollywood.
Right.
He came all the way up here. Dude, you want to know how honored I am that man came up here? The level of his skill, right? Mm-hmm. Guess how much he charged our nonprofit to do this?
Hey, be our guest. Let us know.
He didn't charge us a single cent, bro.
So he did it out the goodness of his heart.
Him and his
like
boy.
that.
He went and got another chef, came up here and said, not only that, when I told him Dillinger's dream, like, could she just come meet you? He said, meet me. She could do prep.
Hey, that's what community love, man.
Yeah.
Man came all the way from LA, made this young lady's dream come true. She's getting to work hand in hand doing prep with a real chef, man. That's what you talk celebrity chef.
That's real opportunity, though. A chance to learn how to run a business, but then also get exposure to expert level like that.
All I do, I told you earlier, all I do is I'm pheno hunting cool humans.
Right.
Because I don't want someone with the ego, because ego can't teach.
Mm-hmm. Right. Man,
so I find people that are cooler than me at all sorts of cool shit.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm hella nice to them about it. I'm hella like, how can I go the extra mile to make your life a little better too? How can I make this mutually beneficial? Because, and then once they figure it out, I'm like, because I got these kids over here, you need to teach because they need to get fucking jobs.
Yeah, right.
They need to go do something productive other than sit here and bullshit and walk around and listen to lame ass. You know who markets to your kids if you don't? You want to know who's the most consistent marketers in the world?
Nobody's, man.
Nobody's. The drug addicts, the people with the biggest voices in the room are the people that don't even. We have freedom of speech, but you don't have to use it. Like if it ain't, it's not necessarily all. It's not the same value. And I'm not saying that to prejudice someone or say it, but it's like, listen, have something. You got to experience it today. Right. You got to experience it today. This whole place came together in a thing where they wanted to say we're mad. How cool could that have been if they said, I want to be happy?
Yeah.
What if they came together and said, despite this thing, I'm going to create a seed of the equivalent benefit. I'm going to do something that's better than this. And turn around and say, you know what? Because I'm mad at Trump, because I'm mad at this, because I have an indifference, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how good I can be. Right. I'm going to do something positive in my community. We're going to come together. We all came together to do this. Right. What a waste of beautiful energy. Man. It was a massive little audience.
That was crazy,
for this
man.
little town. They've been doing it. That's 2 of them they done. They mad about it. But you know what? If you have all that energy to come out here and take a sign, then why can't you teach your kids something positive? What did you do in your life? What did God make you to be?
Right. Man.
Why you got to be more than a fucking riot.
Yeah, man, that was wild driving down the street and seeing that.
We actually got some coverage of that, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure though, Jake, being out here with you, brother, and being immerse ourselves into y'all's culture and the whole cannabis culture in itself. And then not only just that, but seeing how you are real deal in the community, the people that you can touch, like you say, cultivating cool humans. Because that's something that me and Mac talk about all the time. Like, I tell he be fucking with me, and I'll tell him, like, man, I don't know how to do that shit, but I know you do.
That's really the trick to us. It was like, okay.
Hey.
You good at this, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm good at this.
Yeah, good job.
All we got to do is put it together.
Hey, look.
Big shout out AC Moon. Big shout out AC Moon.
And
we got to plug the plant, man.
Hey, hold on. So all these plants,
move
there's a combination. These plants are, all these plants right here have been brought in by Brad and Rare Breed Genetics. Amazing human, amazing work, just great stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got it down here, and then we all know AC had a big part of making sure this actually showed up with Brad.
And that's that Papaya X MX16, man. Papaya X MX16.
Oh yeah. Hey, man, nothing but hospitality. AC Moon took me on a hell of a tour when I went to the 101.
101.
Yes, sir. Area 101. I got to meet Mr. Tim Blake and a bunch of great, dope folks. And she's a great host, man. Hey, tap in with AC Moon on IG.
Yeah.
Sure. Great friend. Great friend.
So y'all know, have I sent you my documentary yet?
You was telling us about it earlier, man.
Yeah, so it's
we
called,
need to see that. Yeah.
It's called From Outlaws to In-Laws, the Heroes Harvest story.
Okay.
And it's a play on everything, right? It's kind of a trip because first off, I told everybody I was an outlaw way before I was an in-law. You know what I mean? So
everybody got to play
as most,
At the end of the day, it could be against the law, but if there's something going on out there, I need to handle business.
You got to handle business.
God bless me. He'll forgive me. I'll write letters like Paul.
The Wild Wild
You know
West.
what I mean?
The Wild Wild West.
Right. You up in the
Wild
mountains.
West.
Hey, listen. The Bermuda was a triangle.
Hey, this is the green one, though.
Emerald is a triangle.
Emerald is a triangle.
This is a green
So I
one.
told Matt. So Matt Grimshaw, the documentarian, is my boy. He showed up during COVID, right? So I just took over the whale. I just came into Fort Bragg. All this was coming together. God is moving on this whole scene, right? And we're like, dude, we got to get free medicine to veterans. So we came out with the MedVet medical supply cabinets, came up with the whole thing. Bovida came through huge. Shout out to Bovida for all the love, all the sponsorship. And, dude, you got to know, like, we got a mad Bovida for you guys.
Are dope.
Dude, you get them right? Oh, my God, because we used to do tortillas and shit, you know? And then I found a Bovida, I was fucking tortilla. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Keep it more, man. Keep that shit right. Humidity, man.
So I came out with my boys with Bovida and the whole team over there, and they're like, okay, let's do this. Let's go through the Emerald Triangle. Let's do this. And I reached out to another group I work with, and I find this boy, the documentarian. He's a British cat, right? And he shows up, and we're talking, and I told him, I said, hey, check it out. You know this Emerald Triangle, right? He's like, yeah. I said, if you act stupid or fuck up, I'm going to kick you out my car in the middle of the woods. It's between you and God how you get home.
Hey, don't get stuck on the mountain when you ain't supposed to be there, man.
Don't be places you don't belong. Don't come out here. It's not necessarily.
If you fuck around, you're gonna find out.
Absolutely. So
most definitely.
So and then I call it the Heroes Harvest story because it's a flip on the word. The heroes to the people that need the medicine are the farmers.
Facts.
The hero is the farmer. He's as much a soldier right now as a soldier's a soldier. He's in this town doing it. He's feeding his community.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All my boys that are doing cannabis, they also doing vegetables.
Yes,
they grow and understand in California, this plant right here, it's the most highly regulated plant of any piece of agriculture. They have to test at parts per billion. So imagine the guy that has to test at parts per billion growing you a tomato. So you know what I mean?
It'll restrict the supply chain of it anyway.
It's not.
Tomatoes not rolling out as fast no more.
Yeah. All the fucking taxes and shit they put on top of cannabis and the shit that the regulations and the rules that come to growing this.
Look.
Come on, man.
Everybody get mad about regulation rules, right? It's not about that. It's about how we're going to use them. So everybody wants to stop and they focus on the problem. Focus on the solution. At least there's a set of fucking rules.
So you're telling us to just follow the guide? They're giving the guidelines, the cheat code to the game.
How many times you played a game and you went through it the first time and you're like, oh, I got fucked up. I got ate by a plant. Fucking all sorts of shit happened, right?
The great American game, you got to know how to play it.
Yeah, so you got to learn the rules. Like you got to jump. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to learn the rules of a game, right?
Right.
So what are we going to do? Let's learn the rules of the game. Let's learn the rules of medical agriculture. They say here are the rules. So I've been studying. See, I want to be the greatest extractor of opportunity from the government federally, state, city, county, and not in a spirit of negativity. In a spirit of, why don't we unclog this shit and get it to the kid like Dilly that needs it and not make it a hindrance and not make them feel bad for getting it? Why don't we make this shit a little bit easier? Why don't we work with them in this way? And so, because I started doing MedVets, I tried to remain, like, I identify as politically incorrect. I will piss, there's some subject I'll piss you off on, it just ain't going to work out. God bless us all. But
you can't please everybody, man. People are going to have disagreements. It's part of life.
So, but the deal of it is that when you turn around and you come and you start to work and you say, hey, I'm going to do something good, you don't have to ask anybody's permission to do something good.
Right.
You don't have to ask anybody's permission to help somebody out, right? So then if we turn around and go, okay, I'm going to get you to help me out do this. Boom, I'm going to get you to help me out do this. And then we find out how it works. And then we interface with the system that's supposed to help us that comes out of our own tax dollars. We worked for them. This isn't their money. The government is funded by us. They're on a grant from us. They don't engineer money. They don't own companies.
No.
The company is your Social Security number.
Right.
So it depends on how you want to run the game. Me, I was just dumb enough. I decided, I said, you know what I'm going to do? And it's a long story. We'll hit a different. But I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start this nonprofit. I'm going to help veterans quit committing suicide, and I'm going to get them free weed. And then God took me on a journey that ended up creating the truth of what's behind the brand of MedVets, which is we're a community development nonprofit. We come into communities, we're asked, we're invited by them when I come in, and they want to work in a spirit of harmony because they said, I seen what you did for Dilly. Can you do that for our kids? And the truth is, then I got to go into there and I find people like you. Because no, I can't. I'm only one dude, and I'm trying to go see my lady. You know what I mean? Like,
you got your own set of
family
problems.
time.
You know?
Yeah, exactly right.
So my deal is like, how can I give a system, a playbook to a community where they can start to operate in that way? It takes time, it takes effort, it takes authenticity. It's not something you're just going to get. You don't just run out and it happens.
Right. You got to put in that work.
And you got to test it. It's like pheno hunting. You got to test. You got to go back. You got to look. How did that do? How was the analysis
Pheno
on
hunt for the right person.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you won't always.
Excuse me, sir. I got to stop just for a minute. Important question. Not delay. Put the auction off till tomorrow so we get more items.
What?
Put the auction off. I just have some people.
Yeah.
Put the auction off till tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's do that. We'll bring it back out there too. Yeah. No. Do it tomorrow too. Yeah. We'll be out at the train. All right. God bless. So, here, watch. I'll make this easy. So
It's almost finished.
right? We working on it. Look, we've been sitting here this whole time.
Oh yeah.
And we ain't got through this holy roller.
Hey,
Got through the holy
hey,
roller.
that damn holy
Hey, you know
roller got
what?
me feeling
Two of 'em.
wonderful. Hey, they gotta get you your ice cold dab, man.
Oh, that's Harrison. He's gonna get me on that for sure. So. But
Yes,
but you know what the cool thing is I'm really looking forward to come to your community. I don't know how many will happen, bro. I don't have any idea. I don't predispose. I'm gonna do one at a time. And when I get done with one, I'm gonna do another
Another,
one.
yes,
And
yes.
if I
That's
find
all you
someone
can
that's
do.
really aspirational and they really are like, hey Jake, we really need this, I'm gonna send them to go talk to their local people that run the money in their community, which are their local governments, and find out how that's being ran. And then we're gonna look past them. We're gonna go state. We're gonna go federal, because we're gonna go everywhere and look. Because if we can pump out leaders out of our schools, if we can pump out leaders out of our community, then people will want to come to those communities, and it'll engineer positivity.
Right, because they had that comfort zone that is knowing like, hey, those people are trustworthy.
And you're going to have to import talent. You won't get it with the stuff. You have to amend the soil of your community. You got to import talent. You got to go outside of what's already been there, because you're getting what you're getting because you're feeding it the same shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can agree. I'm big on hometown shit, but I can agree with that because I did a lot of hometown shit. But now I live in a town, and everyone that lives in that town really not from that town. But I see how much shit blossom from that town, so I get
Because most of the
Diversity, bro.
time,
It's
diversity, man.
most of the time it's the people that are actually net rooted to those places that are the biggest hindrance, because they're oblivious to the fact that change is inevitable.
Well, you got to think too. If I pluck you out your environment, right? If I take a sponge, I keep
you out that comfort zone.
If I well, think about it like this: if I take a sponge and I just put it in mud and I keep squeezing mud, that sponge is just gonna squeeze mud, right?
Right.
If I take that same muddy ass sponge, it might be a little bit dirty on the outside, and I go take it over water and I just put it in water and I just start squeezing that.
It's gonna get back
And
clean.
eventually, by putting it in the clean, positive flow, that sponge is gonna get clean. It might look dirty on the outside, might be fucked up because it did some meth, you know.
Everybody
Everybody can change, man. Change can
but
happen.
you know, you could change. But you have to feed positivity. You got to feed your mind. Like it's what you feed your mind. People don't realize music's powerful. You out here humming it, you're singing it, which means you believe in it.
Got to get the right frequencies.
You do, because if what you're listening to isn't gonna push you positive, it isn't gonna push you toward your definite major purpose, toward your goals,
Right.
right, towards what you should be achieving. then you got to stop and ask yourself, is that who I am? Why do you think I ask the kids the question? Who am I? Who do they say I am?
Yeah,
right?
Thanks.
Right? Because you got to know, who the fuck are you? That's why I asked you. I said, who the fuck are you? You're like, oh, I weld. You're like, I got a fucking basketball team full of kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. Like, and we start talking, go into all of your business acumens, all the stuff there, and
many layers to that makes a person.
Man,
like
right?
So.
All kinds of hats, man.
But if you ain't doing shit, and somebody asks, who are you? What are you
gonna say? You're like, I'm nobody.
I be chilling, you know.
I be chilling. I be causing trouble. Like I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, hey, listen, don't. I mean, I'm sorry you got problems, but I'm not about to make them my problems.
No. No.
And if you can't get out your own way, I'm surely not gonna stand in your way. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like I'm not trying to beef or collide with you. You could go right on and fuck off.
Yeah. Everybody got their own set of baggage that they got to deal with, and at the end of the day, you're supposed to work together on that shit, or hey, don't work on it at all. Because if you try to unload just your shit on somebody else, that's not gonna work out well.
No, it's got to be mutually beneficial in some way, even if it's a positive feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sounds like that person need a relationship with the plant.
Yeah, and truth.
Talk to the herb, man.
But I want to hear about this skunk train though. I think skunk train. Let's move on to skunk train. We got skunk train tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I know one thing. If you got one of these,
yes sir. You
from that man right there,
yes sir,
with that big velvet patch on the center of his overall cover out there.
Middle of the logo.
Yeah, you see that, man? You gonna have to say them words. Remember when?
You better remember when.
Remember when you came out to the coast? You remember when you came out to California, the Emerald Triangle? You remember when we took over these badass venues and God blessed us? And we took a railroad out to the middle of the redwoods to go somewhere to hunt something special. I mean, tell me, they ain't one thing ain't been a banger. From the moment that strawberry guava from the Hash Engineers, bro.
Oh yeah.
Right, and the candied orange, like the terpenes that would just pop.
Oh yeah.
These guys, you, when you go in and you start looking at their craft, that's what I'm doing. I'm saving you a lifetime of work when you really think you're a connoisseur. To come out to the Emerald Triangle, you really that baller? Like I ain't necessarily saying anyone. However, like I want not just you that baller, but that you want to help that much, that you really care, that you could come and you could be a part of something, and you could take away the finest medicine in the world and an experience you ain't gonna get nowhere else like nothing else. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna walk away having helped kids. You're gonna help veterans. You're gonna help community. You're gonna help build it, and we're gonna continue to build it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So this train. So what's going to happen is we're going on over 100-year-old train that's going to take us into the middle of the redwoods where you ain't just walking out there.
Yes, sir.
Your phones ain't going to work, so it's a good thing you got your hotspots or whatever y'all got going.
I know it, right.
We got that old. Can't tell you. We're gonna be good though.
Cool.
It's gonna get you right.
So we got that whole train right out there, boom. Okay. Coming out, that they're gonna be the first drop. VIPs, everything like that, they're gonna be the first drop. Then we're gonna turn around from there, and we're gonna go, and then they'll come back and get your general admission. Mm-hmm. But in the morning, we're doing a whole thing at the captain's quarters. So before we get to the train even, everybody's going to come into the coast and come into Fort Bragg and come over here and plug in. You know what I mean? So everybody's going to get to plug in at the captain's quarters and have this experience.
Man, the farmers and stuff that's going to be out here.
Oh, man. These are people, and you know what's cool? Because I told them from the gate, I'm like, dude, I was looking for people. I didn't want to bring a spreadsheet to their house. Right, I didn't want to be that guy where I'm coming up. I'm like, oh, let me tell you this because I need medicine for my veterans and my kids. So let me tell you how much more you could save by going with 1-800-COLLECT. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Like that shit's fake as fuck.
Hey, it's fake. Right.
You know, so I'm like, you know what? So I just took the time to get to know them. Right. And go, listen, I'm hunting, I'm looking. You a suspect. I suspect we can do good business together. I suspect we can operate in a spirit of harmony. But, you know, ultimately, I don't know. And I had to look, because not everybody that grows weed's a good dude. Not everybody that's out here is for the right reason.
Right.
And you know,
Damn.
It's really that. Oh, you.
Well,
I was thirsty as a
well,
motherfucker.
like he was parched, wasn't it?
He almost dried out, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You back?
That man looked like a fish out of water.
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying it. Shout out to the hash.
Holy roller.
Yes, sir. Holy roller.
Yeah.
Hash engineers,
Hash
man.
engineers.
Hey, we gotta get him that dab, man. Oh, y'all done put everything up. Oh shit.
Hell yeah. So,
We gonna get you.
dude, whose flour mill this?
Mine.
You got a flour mill?
Oh yeah.
We got a couple of them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Brett with the flour mill.
Brent?
Yeah, Brett. That's my dog. Yeah.
Bro, homie always every year comes through for us, and we get to, you know, we're blessed.
Oh, yeah.
And he comes through, and we get to turn around, and he sponsors our events always. Like, he's always every year come through for us.
Yeah, Brent cool as fuck.
And not only that, but just a good ass product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not that. It's not. It's like, look, you got a lot of people, and they're like, oh, use this because, you know what I mean? It's just a great. No. This is, I give Sticky Fields one. Because Brent made them with my custom logo on them, with the MedVest logo, right?
Yeah,
actually, hey, hold it. What's your name again, brother? Adam? Adam, let me see that MedVest one real quick. Let me show this. I got to show this for my boy. This shit's dope. Like, there's no greater feeling than to have your brand on something that's dope, right?
On some legit
shit.
Yeah,
like, look. So, I gifted this one. See, Brent, I ain't bullshitting. Dude, I give these to people that I think are special.
Oh, fuck
right?
yeah,
So
bro.
I get with them, and so I'm not yeah, you can go buy them. You can go online, go to Flour Mill, buy them. You can even get them to make you your own custom shit right here.
Right, yeah.
Right? Because he made me mine. Look at my shit. Look at that. MedVest, right?
Yeah, that's legit.
Legit, right? So what I do is I find amazing people that I know that are out there pushing the word and helping my friend.
Oh yeah. That's
Because
true.
I want them to go buy from my friend and support his family and his business, not on some bullshit tip, but on like, hey, it's worth it. This is, and it got different grinders. It's not grind, it's a mill.
It's a mill.
It's a mill. It's got, don't say that.
You don't grind, you
Hey,
mill.
we
grind it. You
We
got
don't
a
grind no
mill.
more. All we
Grind
do
the
is meal.
All right,
All we
Adam.
do is meal.
Here you go,
A
Bubba.
meal from the mill.
Hey man,
Hey, God bless. So yeah,
I am stoned.
so the train, we go out. Now I'm gonna tell you what's cool about tomorrow. Now we out here now, right? We done rabbit hole around a little bit, but now we back out here.
Back off in the park.
Now
We're in the
back-
woods.
now we in the woods. We're pulling up to
We're in
Grand-
the goddamn woods with Bando Boy Jimmy.
Yeah.
We got Big Jake on here.
Big
Talk
Jake.
to us, man.
Come
420
on.
Skunk Train. Shout out. Go to IG. Follow my guy. 420 Skunk Train.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, we out in the woods now. Boom, we're going to come to Glen Blair Station. We come out, we depart at Glen Blair Station. We'll be setting up. You guys are VIP. You're coming first with the whole crew, the whole team. So you behind the scenes, you're going to see that we sweat like dogs. You know what I mean?
Getting to it.
You know what I mean? We put the work in.
Yes, sir.
So then, you know, we turn around, boom, it's all going to be set up. Royal and Sound and Lighting's going to be out there with my boys, Dollar Hyde and my boy Craig, and I forget his handle, but it's because I call him Craig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, so they all going to be out there, Royal Sound and Lighting. Like, these are my boys, the Void Acoustics.
Void, okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. If you don't know, get to know Void Acoustics.
Yeah. Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
What is that? Certified asshole?
Oh yeah, this is my
Hey, that's my
this is
favorite
my
penny,
bling.
man.
Yeah.
My favorite.
It says card carrying,
Gotcha. Okay.
certified asshole, and then I got Slimer with a bong.
Okay.
And
Yes,
it's a
sir.
Stay Puft Marshmallow bong. My wife got me that one. And my Royal Grown Radio.
Yeah.
We about to do some big stuff with Royal Grown. It ain't all official, but I'll tell you what, they got radio, but they do soil.
Gotcha,
And because
okay.
you know how I'm about the soil, and they said
Yeah,
they would
yeah.
let me test their stuff and we could talk about it. Like they said, like humans, we could talk about it.
Hey, why not?
Right? So I'm like, okay, well, sit down. Now, this one is a shout out to Brownie Mary. She brought the brownies to the AIDS patients and was part of with Dennis Perone and starting that movement. And my grandma, Pebbles Trippett. And y'all, if you don't know, go learn about medical cannabis and Pebbles Trippett. Amazing human, amazing woman. You go learn about her, learn about how they did it for her migraines.
Oh, fuck yeah, we're going to have to check that out, man.
Yeah, so, you know, and this is Brownie Mary, and she used to drive Brownie Mary up here to get her weed, and Mary was like, why don't we get none of them buds? And Pebble's like, shit, we ain't got money for no buds. We need this trim right now to make this medicine, so we got to get more. And so,
hey, got to work with what you got, man.
Right. So you know, you turn around that's representing that as well. And then let's see, my Mario healing pen. I mean, listen, you should look at medicine throughout all agriculture. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of questions. People might want to say it, but mushrooms have many healing properties. Psilocybin mushrooms have many healing properties.
I hear a lot of good things about mushrooms, man.
There's a lot of
I haven't crossed that line yet.
But, hey, if you haven't tried the shroomies.
I mean, I like the portobellos and the, you know.
Yeah, well, there's turkey
like
tail and all sorts of stuff. I'm not just talking about like the different get you on that level, but you turn around and you look that there's a lot of mycelium and understanding the mycelium network and understanding what's going on in the soil. We're going back into the soil.
Back into the soil.
I'm going to drag you back into the dirt with me. Like, we got to get back down. We got to start back in the beginning.
Man, what you said.
You know, so you look at that. My daughter gave me this. She got my youngest daughter got her job at the movie theater. At the movie theater, she got a job at the movie theater, and she had this pen, and I'm like, what up with that pen? I'm like, what up with?
Yeah, I gotta add it to the collection.
Yeah, come on, like you know, I got my pens, and they all have a story, different places they came from.
That's hard.
But you know, out there as we go to the train, we're gonna start off, and actually this is really important because it was on my heart that when we did this, we were gonna bless this community. Like we get going fast, right? We hype up, we talk about stuff, we get excited and all that, right? But I mean, in the heart of this, I'm like, you know what? I want it to be blessed. I want it to be something that just really is setting that precedent of what we're about to do, so that when people come out here, they're coming out like, hey, we're gonna have one of the best times, one of the most amazing times. And so I reached out to my boy Joaquin Thunderbird and his crew with Snag Magazine, and you're gonna get to meet them, and they got a whole youth empowerment stuff they're doing with the Res Kids.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they're amazing humans, and they're blessed, and they're coming out and they're gonna do a blessing, and they're gonna do ceremony and dance and tell some stories to us in the beginning.
So we're gonna get to see a native dance.
What up?
Was he here today?
Yeah.
That's who we sat next to. He showed us his magazine over there.
Yeah, you gotta check out the
big dope. I got some footage with him, talking with him. Hell yeah, man. Shout out. Hey, that's gonna be cool to actually see the dance and all that.
Yeah. So when I hit him up, I'm like, look, it's kind of wild because I'm like, you know, here's the deal. Whoever you know, whatever, and I didn't know this about him, right? I didn't know this is who he was and is and what he does. I was just put on my heart by God to call him and be like, hey, listen, because I know you're authentic.
Right.
I don't want some half-hearted thing. I'm not trying to buy favoritism points. No, I want you to come put down. I want you to come put down thunder medicine.
Yes, sir.
I want you to come put down some thunder medicine.
Yeah.
You know, and with
that real spiritual shit.
Amen.
And so we kicking this off with that, and then as we go into it, we're gonna have some DJ stuff. We'll have a raffle. We'll have the rest. These auction items will all be out there as well, set up to everybody plug in to figure out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then with that being said, we're going to be Brett McFarlane and the Freedom Riders.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
And it's wild because it's like, why do you pick someone when you produce an event, right? Why do you pick your headliner? Well, let me tell you why I picked this headliner. Okay, last year we were going through a hell of a year, and we ended up throwing our party in the middle of Crowley, in the middle of the redwoods, coming from Willett's side, not from the Fort Bragg side.
Okay, yeah.
And we had a badass party, bro. It was epic, dude.
Okay.
We went out there,
yeah.
and I turned this whole thing into an amphitheater with the help of my friends. You know what I mean? And that's a long ass story. We ain't getting into all that. But that being said, we turn around and I get a call just a little bit before it, and Hippie Hill had canceled.
Oh, man.
For the first time ever in history, Hippie Hill had canceled. I hashtag Hippie Hill to every one of my fucking posts. Every one of my posts, #hippie hill.
On all of them, yeah.
You know what I mean? But Brett reaches out to me and he goes, hey, I'm set to release my brand new release on 420, and I was set to be the headliner at Hippie Hill. And I live up here in Humboldt, and this is who I am. And, can I get on your ticket? And I'm just like, bro, I ain't even got no extra money for a ticket right now. Like I've got my shit's full. I'm doing a whole production.
Right.
And he's like, listen, if you just take care of these basics, you know what I mean, to make sure my guys are cool. Like he immediately put his guys first. He's like, you make sure my guys are cool and whatnot. We'll come out, we'll play, we'll put on a hell of a show for you and put this together. And he did. And what was wild was that when that all happened, as I was sitting there and he came out and his band performed and I got to meet them and experience that.
Right.
I had told him, I said, you come out and you make me a fan.
Yeah.
And you'll headline next year.
I like what you said. No, I like that because that'd be my standard or my demand right there too. Hey, we cool.
Make me believe. That's all you tell
me. Make me believe it though.
Make me believe.
I tell everybody,
in you.
If you saying you own it now, just make me believe in shit.
Yeah. That's all. If you can make me believe in you and in what you're doing, your product, your dream, your genre, whatever you're getting into.
Hey, you got a chance, make me a fan.
Right, make me a fan.
You know? And so he comes out, puts down, I'm like, dude, badass set, love you for it, like gift, right? Straight gift. Mm-hmm. And so we turn around and he had made up his mind to stay. And he decided to stay with his buddy Machar, who's like, and I don't know if he's African, I don't know where but Machar got a hell of an accent, right?
Gotcha, yeah.
And he's very thankful. He's like, this is special. Mm-hmm. He kept reiterating, this is very special time to be out here in the middle of the redwoods, because when everybody left, Brett stayed and camped with us the next night, because you don't leave $500,000 worth of equipment in the redwoods.
Right, yeah.
You just don't do that. No, you sleep out there and you go, okay, we're gonna have to fight this one out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's
a long way.
Right.
So Sean with Soham Royal stayed out with us. Jay with Aero Solventless, shout out to Jay. Like, he ain't here right now, but in spirit definitely. Yeah. And he stayed out there with us, and Attribute, and you get to meet him. You get to meet Attribute.
Attribute, yeah.
And the embroidery,
right
you got Attribute stuff,
yeah.
with the embroidery.
Oh yeah.
And then his girl Krista, she got Blessed Earth and all the tinctures and stuff, like great peoples. You get to meet up with them more tomorrow.
Okay.
But so they all stayed out there and camped with us, and the group from Soul Spirit Farms, Happy and them came out and camped with us and stuff. So we had a dope ass clique. We had fire going. It was that's
the phenom hunting right there.
Right.
Trying to pull the whole bunch of dope people together.
Well, Brett disappears and goes off into his tent, right?
Yeah.
And we're not thinking nothing. We're out there. Some of them are eating mushrooms, and we're all smoking and shit and having a good time, right?
Right.
And freaking all of a sudden, Brett shows up to the fire, and he starts singing random ass songs about how he was going to get on the train and leave, and Machar's a sumbitch for making him stay out there.
Oh my goodness.
And stay camped. But he come out, completely confessed to us he did not want to be staying the night. He was going to go back and be with his wife and his kids, which I respect.
Yeah.
You just got back from Nashville, like he was out in Nashville recording and stuff, right? Like, so he just got back. He's got all this hype stuff.
Right.
Rightfully so. You'd have every reason to go back and be with your wife. Like, I ain't gonna fault you.
Hell no, he ready to go home and go see his family, bro.
I think about going to mine every night.
You know what I mean?
On me.
All the time.
I can't wait to get on and see my little girl, man. Hey, come here.
Little baby, little cute ass baby.
Yeah, man.
We love doing what we do, though. That's the thing, though, man.
It's that's why we bring him into it, But so Brett turns around and he sits there and he's singing, and we're having a good time at the campfire all night long, and he just we just all get into it, and the next morning, if you go look at my IG, there's a picture of Brett sitting in front of the captain's quarters, my bud and breakfast, sitting in front of there, and he's sitting there, and I woke up that morning to him sitting across this meadow, playing in the morning, just beautiful. The acoustics out there are amazing, and it sounded like it was in my tent.
Damn.
He was
Damn, so
all
he's
the way on the
giving that real
other side of the
exclusive.
meadow, and I'm like waking up to a Brett McFarlane concert. Like, who the fuck gets that? Like, you know, and he's running around barefoot as fuck, just doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Hey man, that's that experience you get to do with them people, bro. Musicians are one of a kind.
It's on 420 Skunk Train.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll show you right now. Yep.
God damn,
I can see
boy,
that
them
vibe,
dabs
though,
is
bro.
on me like no tomorrow. I'm sleeping here.
Real.
Yeah, I'm proud.
But yes, sir, man. This has been a moment, man.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
We out here.
Having a chance to be right here with Big Jake, man.
Here you go.
boy.
Right here.
You know?
There you go. Right there.
There you go, yeah.
That was him that morning.
Oh, damn, okay. All right. You ain't got no video, though. I thought you had a video.
No, I gotta. I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do video. I'm able to use that Instagram Reel app pretty decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Make a couple reels and you good to go.
Yeah. They did it all right. I went and messed around and like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I like music already, so it's easier to do it when you like music and you know the subject matter.
Fuck yeah, find out what you got, you know, you straight.
Yeah, right.
Go search the song and some shit
Go
like
watch
that.
all the go watch them. I sat there personally. Every one of those out there, I personally did on that Instagram, and I'm not good at this stuff, so feel free to critique or whatever.
Nah, you put the content out there. That's the most important part. You got to put the content out.
Yeah,
Got to.
That's the biggest thing.
First step, first things first, put the content out, man.
Yeah, you got to get it out.
So, you know, as we get to culminate to a headlining concert with Brett McFarlane, the Freedom Riders, and you'll get to see them and talk to them. But just a good dude. He's got a farm up there.
Yeah, I watch some of his videos and shit on IG and talking about how he had served 5 years in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Folks bullshit. They be locking up people that shouldn't even do a day in jail, but hey, we get to kick it with this badass man.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. You know, and a good ass dude all the way around. Just a good ass human, and I look forward to helping his family too, and work with a lot of your families. But dude, it's I've given you the behind the scene to the Bando boys. We done fun. Hey, check it out. Check it out. Right now, he said that right. I've been through. I've been through all their hash holes. I've done been dabbing with them the whole time. And I tell you right now,
Sound like you can't hold it weight.
There are very few people that I ain't slumped.
Yeah.
Very few people. I got pictures in the passenger seat of my Tundra of
fucking
many
tired.
a dude that said, "Fuck,
I can't do it. I'm done.
I'm done." Hey, with that all being said, though, you guys, like, it's a blessing to have you out here to be a part of this, to give you the behind the scenes. I'm really looking forward to some future for med vets in your area.
Yes, sir. We're going to make it happen. We definitely going to make it happen. Look
One
at
and
my
only
high
Big
ass.
Jake, man. Med Vets.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
when?
Yes, sir. Y'all going to see some fire tomorrow, man. You see
Yeah.
this?
Skunk Train, do you remember?
In the woods with them boys.
Remember?
Yeah.
I think it's time for Terpina.
Oh, man. You finna hit
Oh,
Turpina?
yeah.
What we going to put in there, man?
There we go.
Ooh.
Hey. Terpina. Please tell me, have you seen her?
Ooh, yeah.
But it looks like all the fucking dab is gone. What's going on, man?
I don't know.
All the dab.
How we gonna die? How we gonna
See,
dab
normally this how we
Turpina?
roll with Terpina, man. We play the Terpina song and then we hit the dab to close
And
it
then
out.
you do the dab, which is that machine right
With
there.
that machine right there. That's the box.
Oh,
Lead the
yeah.
valve.
That's
With the bando.
box. Is that Terpina?
That's Terpina.
Is that okay? That's Terpina. Now
Well-
I'm up on game.
Terpina is when the Terp.
Okay,
you
yeah.
put the
What's
Terps
the
in there.
name of your box?
Huh?
What's the name of your?
That's the bando box.
That's the bando box.
That's the Bando box.
That's right.
Hey, that thing's
Yeah,
chilling.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
thing's
I was
chilling.
trying to get them to come put you something in there, man, and let you taste it because you said you want to let it
Hey,
sit. It's been sitting
look.
for hours.
We got and you're right. So here's the deal. Why don't we make that happen?
Hey, you Big Jake.
Hey,
We on your mind.
Terpy.
Harrison, is there any way I can get a dab for this thing, Bubba? Do you have anything? No? It's okay. What happened?
Yes for the puff coat and no for the bento.
Got you. So he said yes for the
Huh?
No,
Yeah,
well,
I got a nail.
you got a nail for it?
See, I don't know. I'm trying to learn this shit too. What's the nail?
Yes, sir.
That's the nail right there.
I'm not
cheap,
100% sure if that's a nail.
This
That
is a
looks
cheap
like a
one.
bucket.
This is your not a nail. This is a banger. So,
A banger.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a banger. He got it. I can hit it with the torch.
Hit it with the torch.
Real quick.
Now that's a banger.
Hell yeah.
Terpena. Please tell me, have you seen her?
What we gonna dab? What we gonna put in there?
I don't know.
He give me that torch. I'll light her up
Okay.
and
Shit,
get
I
it
don't
hot
know.
for you, Big Jake. What you got for me?
for me? Give me what you got
Bubba,
for a pork chop.
Adam, can you hand me that torch real quick, Bubba? Here you go.
Let it drop.
We'll move on that because I'm gonna have to go back to reality and being back to work. I've stopped with you guys a whole bunch. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you guys heat that up. Get into this.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna loop back to you and come back to this because I got my whole people moved behind me and I got to make sure I'm at that. So I'm down for Terpena.
Okay.
But I'll pop back in.
We rain check it. We rain check
Rain
it.
check Terpena. Yeah,
We'll
let's
do
do
it
that.
tomorrow.
I dig it. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there you go.
Hit that dog.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
The very own Big Jake, man.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Appreciate you.
Hey, dude, I appreciate everybody for being here. Let's get it. Tomorrow's going to be another one.
Hey, it's gonna be a time to remember.
Yep. Remember when. God bless
If you ain't got that VIP, baby.
Right, I'm out of here.
Hell yeah, appreciate you, Big Jake. I know you got to run, man.
About it. I want
Yes, sir. So we back, man. That was my guy, Big Jake, man. Med Vets, man. So,
Hey,
yeah, gotta give a big round of applause, man. You know what I'm saying? They doing a lot of big shit over here, man, with Med Vets, and yeah.
shout out
Most
Big
definitely want
Jake,
to show
man.
love for that, man. Shout out Big Jake, man.
Hey, we got some fire ass interviews coming for y'all tomorrow, for sure, for sure. We got
Hell yeah.
them farmers.
That was just a warm up, man. We got, as y'all see, y'all been seeing all the people behind us, man. These are farmers, man. You know,
Everything.
distributors,
All that
everything,
shit.
man.
Legal
people,
folks.
Yeah. People that just even travel from across the country just to come experience
Pittsburgh.
this moment, man. So, got New York in the house. We got,
We got what?
well, Buddy said
Real
something, a
humble.
few spots though. He said
Yeah,
Indiana,
Pittsburgh,
and shit like-
Indiana.
yeah. So.
They all over the place.
I mean, you got Mississippi in the house, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi in the
Big
bitch,
shout
you know
out
what I'm
to
saying?
Mississippi.
Big shout out to the Bando boy, shout out to ourselves, man. Big shout out to our crew though, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Bando Gadget. Y'all follow him at Alan Shot It.
Yes, sir.
You know, y'all go follow Mucho Profit, man.
Yes, sir.
Go y'all go check out AT.
Yes.
Big shout out to her, man. Big
Yes.
shout out to Applejacks, man.
Yes.
AJ, man. You know what I'm saying?
The whole team.
Whole squad, man. We got
go check out Malvo.
Nah, yeah, you gotta. We left a few out, man. Gotta holler at Big Spradley, man, the intern, man.
Yes,
Bando
sir.
Sprad,
Uh-huh.
Bando Quan.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Got Bando
Ridge
Ridge.
in this bit, man. Bando Ridge, that's the Mr. Reliability, man. Your man go have your back, man. He gonna watch
All
out
day long.
all day while we on the road, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, y'all see the people behind us, man. We've been having fun out here, man.
Exclusive.
Smoking plenty. So,
Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah?
did the team give a good performance today, man?
Awesome.
Did the
Hey.
team give a good performance today? Okay. All right, so like we checked off all the boxes.
They definitely did, man. I
There
wanted
you
to
go.
give a shout out for everybody that was in here in the bando. Came all the way from the Silk to Cali. We probably even scooped up some more
Man,
bando people.
this is a brand new voice, these people here. They don't know
yeah.
who you are. Tell them who it is, man.
Ah, man, this your boy Bando Gadget, man.
Why you
Oh,
you
yeah,
looking
see?
at me like that, Gadget? Because I know you on bullshit.
Behind the camera.
Yeah.
Behind the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Gadget
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to
Been
fuck
back
I,
with
ain't
me.
there
gotta,
working it,
I
man.
don't got to be in front of the camera.
Look, he
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to fuck with me, man. Look at him. I see you. I see you, Gadget.
Ah,
I
nah.
see you. I got
I-
my eyes on you, bro.
Ah, man, I
see you
had
now.
you before you sat in that chair.
Hey, man, damn.
You might need
why,
chill
like-
before you get another sticker.
Oh, he trying to fuck with me. He trying to
you
fuck
go
with
get another sticker.
me. Damn it, man.
But
It's
yeah,
like
man.
that.
So what we want to do, man? We want to bring a few other people in on.
Man,
What
it's
you
up to
got?
y'all, man.
Hey,
Let's,
man. Hey, I got
think I got-
some of my folks that need to come.
oh,
see
yeah.
somebody
You
ready.
see, you see.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let y'all
hey,
know who we got
go
next,
get-
man.
go get that guy
I don't
right
even
there.
have to look. Hold on, I'm going to guess.
My bro.
Is the breed very rare?
The breed could be rare.
Is the breed very rare?
The breed could definitely be rare.
I think the breed is very rare.
on that good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We got our very own Mr. Rare Breed back here, man. Come on, man. Come pop a squat, man.
Come pop a squat.
Come pop a squat, man.
That's the Great Zilla. Come pop a squat.
Come on, Rare, pop a squat, man.
Come on. What's up?
See, we was finna shut it down, but we just wanted to drop some of the homies in real quick, man. We got Rare Breed on.
Ooh, it definitely
Tell them what's up, man.
Shit, chilling. Had a good time out here. Had a good dinner.
Had a good dinner, okay. Yeah.
You know, crawled off the hill for a little bit with AC.
Yeah.
Crawled over Murder Mountain, come down here to Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
I'm from Eureka, so I live up on the coast.
You said you gotta pull your mic up till you smoke.
Yeah, so we get that good. Yeah.
You see that? You ain't gotta kiss it, but almost like you wanna kiss it.
Bend her down a little.
Don't kiss her, yeah. But like you wanna kiss it, but you don't know what her mouth means.
I was born and raised up there in Eureka, so I'm from the coast. You know what I mean? I love the ocean, man. Take my kid out there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good time. Come out here and see all you guys showed up, and fucking people travel from all over to come out here and try to see if they can find some dank. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they're seeing something.
Great Zilla smoking, man.
Tell about this strain you done pulled up on
this is a male I used from Jesu, a BioVortex.
Okay.
That's his G-Mob, the GMO by Banana OG.
Okay.
And I put the Grape Slurpee on it.
Okay.
So it's a G-Mob by Grape Slurpee. But it's it, man. It's got a few levels. You know, we grew quite a few phenos of it this year. Found they were all different levels of grapes. A bunch of perfumey grapes, some few gassy ones. This one here just had a good little balance, and really we're identifying more for washing. It does smell good in the flower and has a good taste to it, but I think we're trying to get some more test washes done. Yeah, dump trichomes off.
Hell yeah.
It's got big long necks and heads.
Tell us about this, man. What we got right here?
Man, the family planning, you know. I started out, this concept just kind of came into play from just trying to do a germ test on my seeds and making sure they all work. And I grabbed a little 4-inch pot and fucking dumped like 20 of them in there, water them in. If they sprout, hey, these fuckers sprout.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up leaving some in there one day, fucking stayed from mine, just water them every now and then. They started growing. I'm going to an event one day and I'm telling AC, hey, I need to, you know, get a few things for the table and run by the house and grab some extra plants. And I looked over and I just seen these little things sitting there, you know, about this tall. I said, damn, if I clean up the bottoms on them, you know, they look pretty cool. Mm-hmm. We took them up to Reggae on the River, and people were coming up and, you know, asking, oh, what's that, you know, and we started calling like family planning and putting them in some of the cool little pots. But
I like that family planning.
We found out, man, some of the ones that I had last year had like 20 or 30 of them in a 4-inch pot. Right, we had some little small 4-inch pots, man. We just keep it watered, keep it fed. They'll stay green and grow. But each one of these little motherfuckers will finish out with a couple joints on it of every pheno of this motherfucker. So
damn,
good way to get just a little bit.
Right.
You don't need sometimes you don't need an ounce or a quarter pound to tell you what's what in one gallon or 2 gallon size pot. You can get your 10, 15, 20 varieties of the different phenos and get a joint or two out of each.
I see what he's saying. Yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah, and it happened on accident. It was just me doing my germ test and, you know, ended up with a bunch of little sprouts in the same pot. And then as they grew, you know, we took them and played around them. People thought it was cool. But then I flowered them out, you know, just on the back porch. And I was like, fuck, they flowered out. Some of them I didn't even transplant out of the 4-inch.
Damn.
Fucking
That's
trip.
crazy. That's like they do the solo coat challenges.
They do the solo
shit,
coat. It's about keeping it watered and fed. More of a constant feed. You know what I mean? Okay. Never let it. Otherwise, it'll turn yellow and do their thing. You know, but decent light, not too much light, but too much light it'll probably just make them grow too big. You keep them on a low light, you know, clone light status, and keep them fed. These little plants are fun to play with, you know, and you can just kind of have one. Your kid, you know how to have a grow room for this shit. Yeah. You can have it sitting on your windowsill.
So you doing traditional sun grown, or you do indoor too?
I've done it all over the years.
Yeah.
I'm born and raised in Humboldt, you know, and started out fucking stealing my dad's weed, selling 8s back when I was 12, 13, and then, you know, got involved in the street hustle that comes with cannabis and shit. But then, you know, I got into my late 20s and early 30s in Humboldt, really started kicking into gear and building greenhouses and kind of coming out of the shadows. Nobody was growing in the shade anymore. We were starting to like have full-term plants out in the open, hundreds of them, you know, and it was different. And we just started getting together on a different level doing that. It wasn't just grow the backyard boogie no more. Like now we were growing crops. And 2016 came, you know, I was managed a farm for 5 or 6 years and, you know, getting this permit in 2016. We watched, what a joke, man. All I can say, after it's all gone, all the green rushers done came and gone. Fucking joke, homie, the way it went down. You know, a few of them are still here. You can tell the lifers because they ain't going nowhere. You know, but yeah, it was a big mess. But yeah, I just got into growing, you know, on the scale level, trying to make money. And then, fuck, man, I just hung out with too many old school fuckers that were breeding and checking out what they were doing and trying to get outside the box, watching all my homies go score their clones from fucking whatever nursery was hot at the time and getting their... Now it would be lemon cherries and pinnacles and Gushmans and government away and all these just commercial strains that 2 million clones must be out there in circulation, you know. And I like being able to show up and fucking everything in my jar you've never smoked in your life. Neither is anybody you know.
Right.
You know, and when it's good and it's unique and it's different and it's the first time it's even hitting the table or a joint, I'm just trying to be in that lane.
Yeah, real craft.
Be a couple steps in. Yeah, you know, you got to sacrifice a bunch of shit. You'll do 75% of your projects, won't even bring you no monetary nothing. But if those 25% hit the mark they're supposed to, then you get the attention you're supposed to, and the joints start going around, the word gets around, your genetics start moving and hitting you up for your seeds more, you know. And it takes a lot of that. I gave a lot of weed away and gave a lot of seeds away before I started getting that feedback I thought I was going to start with.
Right. You had to let the shit hit the ground.
People don't really pop the seeds right when they get them. You think they will because you're all eager. Oh, they bought some seeds from me, and you're calling them 2 weeks later. Hey, how they going? Oh, I don't know. They're still in the drawer, man. 2 years later, I'm like, fuck, how they going? Oh, I never popped. Yeah. But over the years, you do get people that have played the shit and out the blue start popping from all over the world, man. Argentina, Spain, Thailand. They just make their way from homeboy to homeboy or whatever and get places, man. Now my fucking DMs are blown up with people tagging me left and right. Like, dude, this is so amazing. These fucking seeds are 110% germination rate and like passing up these other like high-end ass breeders that I spent big money for. You know, so just getting good, strong genetics, fresh genetics for one. You know, a lot of the seeds I try to put out, keep it fresh. Some are new and, you know, tester status. Some I've ran a whole bunch of times, different ways, depths, outdoors, indoors, homies have ran them, shit like that. So got more verification and, you know, documentation behind them. But a lot of these dudes are on to the new shit. They don't really need me to get my pictures or documentation. They seen the 2 crosses. They smoked my rare cake and my OJ with me, and they're like, fuck, you made them 2? Where are those seeds at? I'm like, still in the weed. Well, can I get some? I'm like, fuck, yeah. You know, they don't want to wait till next year if I got all my proper documentation. Right, they're like, shit.
Yeah, that's what we learned about the game, boy. They don't want to wait. Most times, nobody want to wait.
I get asked a lot, man, you know, like, hey, is it cool to be selling F1s, you know? If you're transparent, you sell whatever the fuck you want. Right. If you're transparent with what it is and they know you just made it,
just tell them
you
what
watched
it is.
Me breed it.
Right.
You know I just busted the weed out of the seeds. You can't.
You can't expect it to be something refined.
They seen the 2 that went into it though. They smoked that one and that one. They're like, fuck, dude. So you actually took the time to put those together.
But now they gonna have to do their own phenome hunt to figure out what the fuck they like out of those.
But they got them though.
Yeah, that's the new wave, man. Everybody wants to have that new pheno, the new shit that just came on, you know. And hopefully it's almost everything's a one-off, spin-off of something else. There's only a few originals out. You know what I mean? Any of these hybrids that we're making now, very few of them are just the pure form of a Hindu or an OG or, you know, a Skittles or Sour. It's like,
right.
You know,
you think the OG's gonna come back?
I got that motherfucker. I gave him. Hey,
that's what I'm ready to see.
It has to come back because the truth always gonna prevail, man. And like the SFV is the one that, you know, got my heart. Yeah. I know, you know, Skywalker,
I used to
Tahoe.
get that SFV a lot.
That's the one, man. You know, and I was talking to Brooklyn, and you know, he kind of got bummed out on a few things. I was like, look, man, I got you. I got this. You know, I got one joint, man. I'm gonna save you from you this SFV OG. And he's like, man, I don't know, man. A lot of people be bullshitting, and I'm gonna see about that. And I gave him the jar, man. He grabbed the nug and cracked in it, and he cracked a little hard. He fucking locked eyes with me. He just locked eyes with me before. I was like, you motherfucker.
That's it right there.
He's like, you motherfucker, boy. You weren't bullshitting me. Like,
you gonna bring that out to the skunk train tomorrow?
I ain't got no more. I gave him one joint of it. I got a little mom of it though. So you know, my buddy hooked me. I got some clones I'm taking off it, but it ain't like it's available like that. But we got it in the house. And all time, man. That's my favorite. Well, fucking.
Good y'all bringing out to the skunk train tomorrow,
I'm about to say
man.
now before Jim, we're gonna save the skunk train tomorrow because we're gonna set up. We're gonna
we're gonna get them back train, man. I'm bringing the rare cake, the Grapezilla, and the OJ Kush.
So all right. So for the tomorrow podcast, I want to smoke. Which one you saying now?
The rare cake, which is a Girl Scout ice cream cake, wedding cake.
Okay.
It's gas. It's like what ice cream cake wishes it was.
Okay.
Grows hearty, chunky, stout like ice cream cake, but it has that shit to it that really is something. Ice cream cake is always kind of lacking the final punch. You know what I mean? It was like a slap, not a punch, with the ice cream cake.
Well, you selling me on that one, so I still want to smoke that one.
Yeah, and then the OJ Kush.
Okay.
That one's like a kind of a Skittles up front, orange creamsicle kind of fucking back into it, you know, with like a nice little Kush high, like a way better high than Skittles ever had, but it's a orange candy. You know what I mean? It's an orange candy, but it's got a nice Kush high to where you're like, fuck, I can fuck with this. I need a bag of this for personal.
Right.
You know, and it's really cool. I smoked with all these youngsters, all the Skittle head, even the hash guys. They're like, that's the fucking shit. And then you smoke with the old guys too, you know. They're like, man, that tastes really fucking good, and I like the high, nice smooth. Daytime weed ain't all couch locky, but the Kush high end is gonna, you know, it's emergency crossed with the Skittles Kush mints, and then I put the Purple Gorilla on that.
Oh, so you did
so it's got the flavor.
So really, we need to taste all on tomorrow. So.
And then the last one, the Grapezilla that we're smoking right here, the GMO banana.
The GMO, so that's what we're tasting now. Yeah. So it's going down tomorrow, man. At the skunk train, man. So y'all meet us there. This right here being your very own Rare Breed, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Man, we appreciate the table plant too for the podcast.
For sure.
It most definitely was a nice touch.
We're gonna leave it there. Hope nobody come try to cut no corners off.
Yeah.
They'll take this little one down here.
Yep.
Like, these little guys are funny though, man. Look, the little tiny one down here, they're trying to survive.
They surviving.
The survival of the fittest though, you know. But like at the end of the day, these little short ones will probably be some females. These tall ones will probably be some males.
The males will be growing faster than the females.
I bet I'll probably, out of that 16, you know, I'll probably end up with 8, 9, maybe 10 females.
Out of that.
You know?
Right.
And just flower it in there, man. You don't even got to put it no bigger. Whenever you use small birds, it's about constant feeding. You know, your plant will just diminish. And it don't have a long enough life to really get too root bound. It will a little bit, but that's why you don't give it too much light. Too much light's going to make it grow more, so the root's going to grow more. Low light, low feedings, but constant feedings. You keep these little fuckers going, man. And they're real fun for like houseplant status. More novelty, conversation pieces like that fucking freak show one over there. Dude, those are just cool to have on your desk at work or something. Appreciate you guys, man.
Appreciate you, Rare Breed, man.
It's right here. Remember when?
Smoking
Big
with
J,
you tomorrow, brother.
Bando Boys.
Yes, sir. And we out of this thing the Bando way.
There you go. Yeah, if you met tomorrow, I ain't so stoned, man. We'll chop it up some more, man, because you know, kind of shit.
I'm fucking high. I'm high as a motherfucker.
I know it, man.
I am fucking
First
fried.
of all, we had Big J come on.
Yes, sir.
And so you are high as a motherfucker. He smoked most of that damn hash hole.
Yeah.
And your ass was still going up.
Bro, I was hitting dabs all day today.
All day, yeah.
All day. But then we coming out. That's what we come out for, man.
That's what we came for, man. So
Hey, we got Big J,
had Big J,
Rare Breed.
Rare Breed.
Can't tell them all the rest of the people that's gonna be there.
Yeah, we
tomorrow.
cut it off right there though, man. This is just the pre-show
This
for the
the
skunk
pre-roll.
train. You know what I'm saying?
Pre-roll.
So yeah, it was this whole episode was a pre-roll. So yeah,
we gonna tuck you in tomorrow.
tuck y'all in. We're gonna tuck y'all in and fire that shit up tomorrow. Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
give you that spark.
Put that spark, put that torchy on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we going through them rules, bro. This shit finna be something different.
It's been some real
style,
shit, bro.
baby.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, what y'all know about that? If you ain't got a brother like me,
Yes,
you
sir.
ain't got a brother indeed.
Like a brother like no other, man.
You
know
feel
what
me,
I'm saying?
man?
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
we in the woods, man. So it's your host, Bando Boy Jimmy.
And your boy, Bando Boy Mac. Yeah.
And we,
See, I'm so high, man. I fuck my name up. Bando Mac, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bando Mac and Bando Boy Jimmy. We
in
out
the
this
woods,
motherfucker.
man. Peace.
All right, man. We'll catch you guys in the morning.
All right, man.
10-4, brother.
I don't know where that seed pack comes from.